boy, Henny Demore, reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? Hey, I lied. I put up here we would go live at 7 o'clock, but I changed my mind. I already got everything set up. You know, couldn't wait to get into the liquor store, open the doors, man. So hey, we in here. So we in here 30 minutes early, man. You're welcome. I am a man of the people. I could not keep y'all waiting, so I'm out here, man. So hey, we got some interesting stuff to talk about today, man. But on the way into the liquor store, I'm gonna need y'all to do a couple things for you, boy, man. I'm gonna need y'all first to hit that like button because we gotta manipulate this algorithm, man. You hit that like button, more folks can find their way into the liquor store. You hit that share button so you can let everybody know the liquor store was open for business, man. All right, we gotta draw some traffic up in here, man. We got bills to pay. Hey, it's not the first, but rent's gonna be due pretty soon again. So y'all make sure that y'all hit that share button for me as well. Also, I'm gonna need you to slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man. Because if you slap the Eagles fan, you will receive half off all the merchandise in the liquor store. And we got everything you need to succeed, man. So hey, we got Cowboy Readers, we got Eagle Tears, we got Hen, we got Gin, we got whatever it takes to make you sin, man. So you want your discount, come on in, slap the hell out of Eagles fan, man, and everything will go just fine. So real quick, let me show some love to the folks in the chat box real quick. Jameson Taylor, part of the Wrench Gang, tapping in with me. Salute to you. My boy Tony Stark, aka Desmond Ironman, I see you. Joe Tranchina, not from China, but my boy tapping in from Italy. Salute to you, man. Double R, part of the Wrench Game. He says, sup HTM Sports, the Liquor Store, and Cowboy Nation. Say salute to you. Michael Itrick came in. I see you. JJ the Mime, I see you. Stephen Harrison, Fish 82. Hey, man, Fish, I got your Rillos on deck, man. You ask for them every time you come to the liquor store. I got your Rillos on deck, my boy. King G, what's up with you? JB, what's up with you, man? He said I F with Raheem. Yeah, Raheem is a solid back, but we're gonna talk about that and a couple more things, man. Hey, PZ, what's up with you? Thank you for tapping in, man. Hey, so over it. What's up with you? Thank you for tapping in and showing love. So before we get too far into it, man, I also want to remind y'all that we do have a raffle going on. I am raffling away tickets to go see the Dallas Cowboys completely and utterly destroy the Philadelphia Eagles live and in person. So it's actually 3 prizes. The first place winner will receive a Dallas Cowboy ticket with a seat attached to it. The second place winner will receive a Dallas Cowboy ticket for standing room area and general admission, so you can still get into the game. And the third place winner will either receive a Dallas Cowboy jersey of their choice or a PlayStation 4. So if you're interested in entering the chat, all you got to do is send $10 to $ Henny Demore on Cash App, or you can send a super chat or a super sticker for the same amount. You can enter as many times as you want, but we will cut the raffle off August the 1st. So you got between now and then to get your entries in. So salute to y'all, everybody that's already joined, and salute to everybody that will join. I appreciate you for the love and support. So now that we got that out the way, that's my general spiel. I'll open the show like that. So let's go into some news from around the NFL. And since y'all mentioned it in the chat, let's talk about this Raheem Mostert stuff that's going on. Yo, Q-Ball, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in. Michael Itree, what's up with you? So let's talk about this real quick, man. We're going to talk about it. So this is going to be an article right here from Sports Illustrated Fans Nation. And it's talking about a trade rumor involving the Dallas Cowboys and running back Raheem Mostert. Right. So I'm going to read it word for word for you, just in case you can't see it on the screen. It says the Dallas Cowboys have been linked to Minnesota Vikings running back Dalvin Cook. But could they be interested in the Miami Dolphins leading rusher from last season? Okay, interest peaked. When the Minnesota Vikings alerted 4-time Pro Bowl running back Dalvin Cook that he was to be cut and become a free agent, the Dallas Cowboys immediately rose as a potential destination, in the minds of some anyway. Despite Tony Pollard solidifying himself as Dallas running back 1 heading into the season, there is still a level of uncertainty behind who will back up the 2022 Pro Bowler, however, and that can open up some reasonable speculation. Cook, one of the NFL's very best at his position, which I've been saying this whole time that man is like a top 5 running back, has already garnered plenty of interest around the league. With the Miami Dolphins, the Denver Broncos, and the Buffalo Bills and the Jets already joining in as potential landing spots. But if the Dolphins were to land Cook in free agency, veteran running back Raheem Mostert could find himself on the move, with Dallas being a possible suitor in the opinion per Heavy.com. If the Dolphins sign Cook and look to trade one of their running backs, the Cowboys should be ready to make a move for Mostert. While he's not a classic bruiser like Elliott or Cook, Mostert has been a 3-down running back before with the San Francisco 49ers and will bring experience and speed. After bouncing around the league over his first 2 NFL seasons, the 31-year-old has established himself as a reliable back for the San Francisco 49ers before joining the Dolphins. Posting at least 500 yards in 3 of the last 4 years, Mostert led the Dolphins in rushing last season with a career-high 891 yards on the ground to go along with 2 touchdowns and 31 receptions. One of the reasons why Mostert is a legitimate trade option is that he has an affordable contract to take on. In March, the Dolphins re-signed the veteran to a 2-year, $5.6 million deal. The Dolphins would have to take a small hit due to his signing bonus, but that's probably a fair cost that would be baked into what Dallas would have to trade for Mostert. All right, so intriguing. After trading for wide receiver Brandon Cooks and cornerback Stephon Gilmore this offseason, both warranting day 3 picks, a deal for a solid backup such as Mostert could land in the same area in terms of being a low asking price. Okay, so let's stop the article right there. And I see y'all slide through the back door. Salute to Stephen White coming through. Appreciate you. What's up with y'all, man? Ed Lockhart, appreciate you for tapping in. So, and listen, I'm going to say this. Raheem Mostert is a very solid running back. Like, he's a very solid running back. He has 4.3 speed, big play capability. And in terms of scheme fit, he is a running back that can be used as a receiving threat. He's good with run after the catch. So he would be a perfect fit for a West Coast offense overall. Right? So scheme fit, he fits into what we want to do. My issue with Raheem Mostert is he's like the wish version of Tony Pollard. Like, no offense to him. He's a very good running back. But like, he is a lesser version of the running back that we already have. Right? So I understand, maybe want to have a mirror in comparison, like having a running back that you can run the same plays for. But realistically, like, I would prefer us to have a change of pace running back. A running back that can get us short yardage. A running back we could put in on the goal line to get in for touchdowns. So, that was the kind of running back I would prefer the Dallas Cowboys to go after. So, I'm not really that high on this possibility of adding Raheem Mostert just because we already have a back that does all the same things. And Tony Pollard does it better. So, the things that Raheem Mostert could give me, we already had that on the team. Tony Pollard just made a Pro Bowl last year. So, in terms of needing a duplicate of Tony Pollard, I don't necessarily believe that we need that. Because we already have a team full of undersized running backs. We went out there and you just drafted a 5'5" running back. We already have Malik Davis on the team. And I already told y'all that Ronald Jones is horrible. So you actually need a legitimate power back, short yardage back, goal line back, pass blocking back. So I don't necessarily think that Raheem Mostert would be a fit for us, just in terms of what we want to do. Now, don't get me wrong. He is still probably better than every other running back that we have on this team, not named Tony Pollard. He probably better than Malik Davis right now. He probably better than Deuce Vaughn. He's probably better than all those guys. But, at the same token, I think that we need a change of pace back. I don't think he actually fits the qualifications for what I'm looking for. Because remember, like, Tony Pollard is explosive. But, if I'm not mistaken, he had one of the highest stuff rates in terms of, like, goal line usage. So, like, he was not getting into the end zone like that. Yo, what's up with your essay, Richburg? Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate you for coming in and showing love to the liquor store, man. JC Cowboy Network, what's good with you, man? All right. Raging Game and said, I wouldn't want Cook either. Being honest, past 2-3 years, injury prone, fumbles ball. Yeah, I don't think that Dalvin Cook is coming anyway. The moment that they were mentioning that Dalvin Cook wanted an exception, an exceptional amount of money to go anywhere, I knew that he would price his way out of Dallas. So, they're already paying a running back $10 million fully guaranteed for a singular season. So I don't necessarily believe that they'll, go out there and pay another running back like that. So any running back that we bring in, I feel like we'll have to be playing on a veteran minimum. No, just in the eyes of the front office. We know how they operate. We know the things that they do. We know how they usually are willing to do contracts. So I don't think that they'll pay Dalvin Cook and pay Tony Pollard in the same year. I don't believe they'll do that. But hey, an interesting thing that y'all brought up, Brian Robinson. I'm glad that you mentioned the Robinson boy, James Robinson, I should say. The Brian Robinson plays for the damn Condoms. He plays for the Condoms. So he is somebody that also just got released. So the Patriots, and shout out to Dov Clemens for this report. Good follow on Twitter. The Patriots have waived former Jaguars and Jets running back James Robinson. And this was reported first by Phil Yates. Robinson signed a 2-year, $4 million deal in free agency. So, he stopped in there for a cup of coffee. They said this ain't going to work. And now he's back on the streets. And listen, change the pace back. I think he would fit the mold. And I don't think he would demand a lot of money either. You wouldn't have to give up any assets to get him. And he is a guy that's just only about 2 years removed from having a 1,000-yard season. In 2020, he rushed for over 1,000 yards. And, I think he would be a little bit better fit for like a change of pace back in Dallas. I'm not going to beat the table and say that he's a life changer. He's this exceptional running back or anything like that. I'd be lying to you. But, James Robinson is a very young running back. He still has some juice left in his legs. He averaged over 4 yards a carry every year except for last year. So, I would be interested in James Robinson. I'd be interested I keep saying, I'd be interested in James Robinson. I'd be interested in Ezekiel Elliott too. Right? Because, hey, what's up with you, Jameson Taylor? He said, I felt okay after dialysis today. Well, I'm glad, man. I'm glad that dialysis went well for you today, brother. Salute to you. I see Sugar Daddy Warren coming through the back door, man. What's up with you, man? Yeah, we good to go as is. Well, yeah, it just depends on how comfortable you feel with the rest of the running backs. And really, though, it's still a question mark. You don't know how Tony Pollard will perform off of this leg injury. You don't know what you'll get out of Deuce Vaughn. You didn't really see the Dallas Cowboys give a large share of the carries to Malik Davis last year, so he's still a question mark. I already said I don't think that Ronald Jones is going to make the team. I believe the boy's a camp body. So I got some question marks, in regards to the running back room, and it'll be asking a lot, for Hunter to come in here and play a lot of snaps and be a short yardage guy after playing D2 college ball. Not saying that he won't be able to, but I'm not sitting here expecting it. Yo, what's up with you, man? I see G Busy 63 tapping in. Appreciate you for showing love to the channel, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share button on the way into the liquor store, man. And make sure you slap the shit out the Eagles fan while you're at it, man. Because if you slap the shit about an Eagles fan, man, you will receive half off all the items inside of the liquor store. Man, that boy did not play no D1. That was a D2 college. That where Carson Wentz played at. That is where Carson Wentz played at. They are considered D2. Yeah, Zeke's still hungry. Hey, we got Neil tapping in. Neil, the serial slapper, man. Well, Google is our friend. Let's see. North Dakota State. D1 or D2? Well, I'd be damn. Let's take a look. Let's see. College football. Okay. So they play Division 1 AA. It's the second highest level. Okay, that what threw me off. It's still D1, but it's not the same. Yeah, thank you. It's D1 AA. Thank you. I knew there was a difference. I just want them bring back Zeke. Yeah, man. Listen, in terms of proven commodities, Ezekiel Elliott, he still could have a role on this team. We know what he brings as a short yardage back. We know what he brings as a goal line back. We know what he brings as a pass blocker. Right? So sometimes it's easier just to go with the devil that you know. And listen, for $1 million, $2 million, it would not hurt to have Ezekiel Elliott on this team. Hey, Bruceland ran through the door, man. What's up with you, my boy? Salute to you. Thank you for tapping in and showing love. Raymond Silas, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. Clebo, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love, my boy. I see you sliding through the door. Salute to y'all, man. But yeah, so for the right price, man, I wouldn't mind. Big Benny Richter came through. What's up, man? He said, sup, Henny, damn phone full of bull with the notifications. This is all love, man. When was the last time the Cowboys had a defense like this? Safeties are a lock. We have 3 cold. Man, listen, we got the best overall secondary in the National Football League. Yes, go ahead and slap that Eagles fan, man. I know you want your discount, my brother. Go ahead. But yeah, we do got a great secondary overall. We got a 3-headed monster at corner and a 3-headed monster at safety. Right? And listen, you know I love Landlord. That's my brother. But, I wholeheartedly disagree with him about his statements about Malik Hooker. I think Malik Hooker is is probably the best safety that we've had, in almost 2 decades, honestly. We have not really put much stock into the safety position in a long time. So, in terms of free safeties, he's probably the best free safety we had in years. Yeah, we said we got the best. Yeah, we could easily have one of the best defenses in the NFL, if not the best. You went out there and you actively tried and improved your run defense. The best D1 FCS in football, second highest under FBS. Yeah. Which is true, but I always throw shade to the school that Carson Wentz played at. I ain't gonna ever acknowledge them as being good at shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. They got steel-toe boots for do that for them, man. Go ahead, kick them right in square in the ass, man. But yeah, man, like real talk, you have one of the better defenses in the National Football League. You actively went out there and improved your run defense, was probably your only Achilles heel. Yo, hey, shout out to my brother S.A. Richburg for the super sticker. They got you another entry for the Dallas Cowboy ticket. So let me go ahead and update that right now while I'm looking at it. All right, there you go. All right, so you now have 2 entries for the Dallas Cowboy home game tickets. So salute to you, my brother. And if y'all want to be like my brother S.A. Richburg and improve your odds of winning the Dallas Cowboy home game tickets, just hit the Cash App or you can hit the super sticker or super chats. And salute to y'all, man. Well, chill, Jackson State is FCS. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Hey. That's fine. I like Jackson State. So, I'm going to let y'all make it then. I remember damn near fighting my homie that was saying Wentz better than Dak. Man, that stuff aged like old milk. And really, there was never a season where Carson Wentz was better than Dak Prescott. No, but you could make the argument for 2017, but Dak Prescott was a better rookie. He was better in his third year, fourth year. There was never a year, that Carson Wentz was a better overall player than Dak Prescott, except for maybe 2017. And we know what happened with the Ezekiel Elliott suspension. We know that our entire offense was crippled when Ezekiel Elliott got suspended in the middle of the season. Because before then, Dak Prescott was on track to have a better season than his rookie year. Real ones in the liquor store tonight. Yeah, man, y'all real as hell. Salute to y'all. But yeah, speaking of defensive players, man, this is not directly Dallas Cowboy related, but there's a couple of guys that are in the middle of holdouts right now. It's that time of year. Oh, damn, y'all do me bad, man. I didn't know y'all do me bad like that. Oh, no, it says we got 35 likes, though. So I think we're good. I think everything is up to par for the moment. Yeah, I think everything up to par because I got 39 folks watching and it says 30. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, the Chaz Green debacles. Yeah, we got 39 folks watching now, 38 likes. So I think we're good. But yeah, this is the time of year where folks are holding out. This is the time of year where the money looking funny and folks ain't trying to come to work. And listen, I don't blame them. What I'm saying? Have you ever worked for a job, and they messed up payroll and you wanted to leave work immediately? So yeah, you all of us can feel the plight of some of these players. Oh, it's all good, Mike. You were looking out, and I appreciate that. That's the kind of love support that a dude need, man. That's definitely the kind of love support that somebody that we need over here in the liquor store, man. So hey, anytime that you see it, we definitely will stop and check it out. Make sure that we get a light break in. So hey, do it every time, my brother. And I appreciate you. And he said, HTM, I can't wait to strangle the gold. Josh Allen, sorry. Well, that's a little harsh. He's overrated. He's definitely overrated quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's a very good quarterback, but they act like he's the best quarterback in the world. What's your plans for content while Cowboys on vacation? Man, I'm doing this. I'm doing this covering the preseason. Might go to a preseason game or two. Definitely will have a watch party for the preseason games that I will not be able to make it to. So just doing a bunch of things, trying to see if we can get more players onto the podcast. We're gonna be working all off season, man. We're gonna be working all off season. So 3-time Pro Bowl pass rusher Danielle Hunter is going to hold out. Minnesota Vikings mandatory minicamp because they have not gotten a long-term contract done with him. Hunter would like to be paid like a top-tier defensive end or traded to get paid elsewhere. And hey, it's happening. It's happening right before our eyes. So, I'm not saying that the Dallas Cowboys should trade for him. We got all the pass rushers in the world, right? We got every single pass rusher in the world. We got Sam Williams. Henny going to interview the Cowboy cheerleaders. So yeah, we got all the pass rushers in the world, man. We got Sam Williams. We got Dorrance Armstrong. We got what? Why? So we only got 6 weeks till training camp. That's gonna blow by. Tell me about it, man. It ain't gonna take no time at all. So yeah, I'm not saying that the Dallas Cowboys should go out and get Neil Hunter. Because I think he'll probably be a progress stopper. We got younger guys, cheaper guys, guys that we want to give reps, for pass rushing. But I just want to point out that it's going on now. Stuff is hitting the fan. Another player of some note that's going to be holding out is running back Saquon Barkley. And this is the report on that. Let's talk about it. Giants franchise running back Saquon Barkley confirmed after the Saquon Barkley youth football camp in Jersey City, New Jersey today that he will not be at his team's mandatory minicamp this week. Barkley still has not signed his franchise tender. As I have previously stated, I'm not looking to set any contract records. I'm not demanding to be the highest paid player at my position. I understand the market. My goal is just to be compensated respectfully based on my contributions to the team on the field and in the locker room. I've been in talks with the Giants throughout the offseason. If at some point there's a deal that's fair to be on both sides, I'll be ready to sign. So listen, there are guys that's holding out now, right? There are guys that are holding out. We got two guys that need to be paid, that need to be compensated. We talked about the possibility of Trayvon Diggs holding out. You know, this is a guy that, you know, there are reasons to lose. You know, there's a guy that there are reasons to lose, you know, a ton of money if he were to get hurt this year. Trayvon Diggs is going to be playing on a $4 million deal. You know, he has a market of over $20 million. He's expected to sign a contract in between $80 and $100 million. So, you know, Trayvon Diggs, you know, is in a position to hold out, you know, if they do not get things signed. Right. So thank God it hasn't happened yet. You know, maybe there's positive traction going on with a Trayvon Diggs contract behind the scenes. You know, maybe they're gearing up to go ahead and make him one of the highest paid corners right now. That's why he showed up. You know, you never know. But, you know, things can go sideways for a team real quickly. It can go sideways for a team real quickly in regards to that. Because can you imagine if Trayvon Diggs did do that, if he didn't show up for not only these camps, but he didn't show up for games? Do you know how much stress that would put our defense under? Said, not a Giants fan, but I don't like how they doing Saquon and all the running backs in the league. These owners be doing these players greasy. I agree. And like my brother Sugar Daddy Warren pointed out, we are lucky that Tony Pollard, you know, it has shown up for these for the mini camps. We're lucky that he already signed his tender. So, you know, that's not in question. Right. So things are played out well with us. You know, we had a possibility of having two guys that could hold out on us. And, you know, it hasn't been the case just yet. Right. We have dodged figurative bullets right there, because it's happening all around the league right now. So, you know, not Dallas Cowboy related, but, you know, it ties into us as a whole. We have players that need to be paid. They need to be compensated. You know, just thank God, you know, it has not gotten to the point of animosity where they ain't trying to come to work. So thank God for that. So moving along to some more off-season news and updates. Hey, I can agree with that. You know, I'd be happy as hell to get $10 million too. He said LVE makes $2 million, right? Running backs. Nah, LVE makes $2 million because he Leighton Vander Esch. Like top tier linebackers make $20 million a year. So, you know, I wouldn't say that's the same, because there's linebackers that make $20 million, $18 million, $19 million. And, you know, right now, you know, the running back that led the entire league in rushing yards is only making $10 million right now. So, you know, I wouldn't say they're the same as a linebacker. Hey, Thomas, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, man. Salute to you. So, hey, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button and share button on the way in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share. Notify folks the liquor store is open for business. He said Bobby Wagner ain't getting $2 million right now. Yeah, but Roquan Smith, you gotta also remember Bobby Wagner is like a year or two away from retirement. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as a young in their prime player, because Bobby Wagner is in his 30s. Even though he's still an all pro level player, like when you get older, they don't try to play you. Saquon is still like 27, 26 years old. You got to think about it. Matter of fact, let's look at the linebacker market real quick. Let's look at the linebacker market real quick. And I'm finna screen share that with y'all just so we can take a quick look. Big H, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. And then I'm going to temporarily move this so y'all can see it. And then I'll bring it back up when I get off of here. So this is the market for linebackers. Roquan Smith makes $20 million. Shaquille Leonard makes 19.7. Fred Warner makes 19. Trayvon Edmonds makes 18. CJ Mosley makes 17. Olukan makes 15. Matt Milano makes 14. Jerome Baker makes 12. You got to go all the way down to Bobby Okere and the Campbell boy before you find linebackers that make $10 million. So when you think about it, the highest paid running back in the league right now makes $10 million. So, you got all kind of linebackers that make $10 million or more. So, I wouldn't say the same about that. So, I wouldn't say it's the same kind of market. Just based on that. Because, I think linebackers get compensated much better than their running backs. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. And listen, I definitely would have paid Bobby Wagner over Leighton Vander Esch. I was beating the table. I stood on the table for Bobby Wagner. They wanted to go into a different direction. So it is what it is. Hopefully Leighton Vander Esch plays, up to par with the addition of Monty Smith. Really that's one of the things that I'm really excited about because we added Monty Smith. I think he'll help keep these linebackers clean and away from clutter. Hey, salute to Mickey for the $10 super chat. She said, salute Henny, salute Cowboy Nation, one love. I appreciate you. So Mickey, they got you another entry into the Dallas Cowboy ticket raffle. So Mickey, right now you have 6 entries. So that puts you firmly alone in third place with the third best odds of winning the tickets. And right now, for a quick update, VA Roster X has 14 entries. Neil, you're second place. You have 7 entries. And then Mickey, you are third place. You got 6 entries. So y'all have the best odds of winning the raffle. But remember, just because you got the best odds does not mean you'll win. Anybody can win. All it takes is one entry to win, and there's 3 prizes. So get in where you fit in. Tavis Banks, salute to you, man. I see you, Keystone. Hey, salute to you, my guy. Hey, Miss Regina Green with the green, salute to you. Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. Salute to you. Yeah, hey, I would much rather have Bobby Wagner. Yeah, listen, I campaigned for Bobby Wagner. But I know that he ain't gonna walk through the door at this point. I just have to hope that that Leighton Vander Esch and the other linebackers can play better, because they'll be cleaner. I think because we got bigger defensive tackles this year, that they'll be able to stay healthier, have better lanes to the running back, better lanes to the quarterback. I just think that because we got Monty Smith and we'll be able to pair him up with Hankins, to have legitimate defensive tackles in the middle of the field to eat up space. I think that the linebackers will play better, play faster, have more lanes into the backfield. I feel that way. I feel like Monty Smith's going to make our entire linebacking core as a whole better. I believe that wholeheartedly. So yeah, moving along. Because speaking of, let me show y'all something. So this is from Michael Gilkin. This is the first weekend of a long break before training camp. Cowboys left tackle / guard, because I'm not gonna let him pigeonhole him as a tackle. He'll be our starting guard this year. Michael Gilkin, get it right. And linebacker / defensive end Micah Parsons spent it at Von Miller's annual pass rush summit to develop. Smith and Miller share an agent, Jacob Branson, how you say it, right? So both Micah Parsons and Tyler Smith went out there to the pass rush summit with Von Miller to train. Von Miller hosts this annually. You know, a bunch of NFL pass rushers go out there. A bunch of NFL tackles go out there just to practice, sharpen iron against iron, get better. You know, give each other, you know, tricks of the trade that they picked up over the years. And that's super dope, man. You know, and it's super dope because Michael Parsons is a guy who's been going crazy this all season. That man out there boxing, and he out there, you know, is doing everything in his power to become better. You know, he was out there pass rushing against what's the boy's name? You know, the former Ram tackle that's recently retired. Right, he's out there been doing everything in his power to get better. Now you see him with Von Miller, who is one of the best pass rushers of this generation. You see Tyler Smith out there, you know, and listen, he out there learning how to defend some of these pass rush moves. We know, even though he played, you know, well above expectations last year as a left tackle, he still had 13 penalties. He still gave up 6 sacks. Whitworth, thank you, man. Every time I think about the man, you know, I never think of his name. But yeah, he was out there pass rushing against Andrew Whitworth earlier in the offseason. So, you know, he's been doing everything in his power to get better. We know that he'll have more of a role, you know, he'll have more opportunities to rush the pass. I'm not going to say more of a role, because he pretty much been a primary pass rusher since he came to the league. But he definitely is doing everything in his power to be a better defensive end, and that's scary. That is really scary. So, no, salute to them boys. No, even though it's a break, they're not taking a break from their training or their development. You know, they could be goofing off. They could be playing Call of Duty. You know, they could be at the booty club with James Harden. They could be doing everything. But, you know, they out there actually getting better, actually spending time, investing into their craft. And I love that. I love that for young players, man. I love to see that hunger. I love to see that work ethic. You know, that's why guys really gravitate towards Michael Parsons. You know, that's why he's been considered a leader on this team since day one, because he is a guy, you know, that spends a lot of time trying to perfect his craft and get better. Oh man, he said, "Yo, feeling under the weather right now. My nephew passed away today. That's fentanyl." Man, salute to you, man. Hey, everybody, man. Make sure y'all send good thoughts and prayers to my brother, the original people, man. You know, we're sorry for your loss, man. We're here for you. I hate you going through what you're going through, man. And you know, hey, if you need to talk, you know, we're here for you, man. Just let me know. But yeah, man, everybody just take time to say a prayer, put prayers up, put positive thoughts up, even if you're not religious or anything like that. Just, you know, say some kind words, you know, for the original people and his people over there, man. We are here for you, my brother. Salute to you. Take a moment of silence. Amen. Salute to you, my brother. Salute. You're in our thoughts and prayers, man. Okay. So now that we've spoken on that, man. Now that we've spoken on Michael Parsons being a workout warrior, and Tyler Smith taking time to, you know, improve his skill set. Let's talk about let's give somebody their flowers real quick. Let's give somebody their flowers real quick. Do you see who that is right there? If my eyes are not mistaken, that looks like the run plan. It looks like the run plan on this list. So according to PFF, these are the three defensive backs that had the most interceptions in the fourth quarter last year. Jareer Alexander had 4. Rasul Douglas had 4. And then the rookie sensation, the run, anything but bland. Shout out to Landlord for that nice wordplay. He did come up with that. The run, anything but bland, had 4 interceptions in the fourth quarter last year. And that is timely. That is timely playmaking. That is stepping up to the plate. That those are game changing plays that he made for us. He had 5 of them, and just put it into perspective. He had 5 interceptions. 4 of them came in the fourth quarter. So interceptions in the fourth quarter, sacks in the fourth quarter, like those all weigh a little bit more. They all count a little bit more than if they were to happen on the first drive or happen in the second quarter. Like when the pressure's on, when you're trying to put the game away, you need your players to step up and make plays to put the kids to bed, so to speak. And the run blend was one of the best in the business at doing that last year. So production like that, stepping up to the plate. That's why I believe he will be, one of the. I believe he's gonna win this job. I think it's his job flat out right now. Like right now, I believe this is his job to lose. I don't see Jordan Lewis taking this job from him, even though I think Jordan Lewis is a very good corner, an exceptional leader, a playmaker in his own right. But I think just based on what he did last year, coming in as a raw 5th round rookie and having the production that he had, and he was willing to go around the field. He played in the slot. When they were thin for boundary corners, he went out there on the boundary for them. He did a little bit of everything, made plays, did not give up a lot of touchdowns or yardage either. So yeah, the run blend is definitely the guy that I believe will start this year. I definitely believe that he has earned it at this point. And I think that he'll continue to be productive. I think he'll continue to progress as a player. And I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited. Yeah, it's sad, but he was not mentioned in the rookie of the year discussion because everybody knew it was going to Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner, coverage wise, was one of the better corners last year. He made an All-Pro selection. So I knew just off the fact that he was an All-Pro that he was going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. So he really didn't have a fair shot to win it, unfortunately. But it is what it is. And listen, he's definitely going to be a guy that I think has Pro Bowl, All-Pro potential this year. Like realistically, there's a realistic chance for all 3 of our cornerbacks to make a Pro Bowl selection this year. I think Trayvon Diggs is pretty much a lock. I think Stephon Gilmore, it's probably going to be a lock because I think they'll both have great seasons based on the improved front 7 play. I think the same thing for Deron Bland. So I think there's a very good opportunity for all 3 of our cornerbacks to make a Pro Bowl this year at the bare minimum. I really believe that. So yeah, I'm very excited though for this defense as a whole going forward this year. Because you got really everything that you need. You got an improved front 7. Your front 7 is good. You improved your front 7's ability to stop the run. You got a great safety room. You got a great cornerback room. Offensive line, they're talking about playing their best 5 and having them all on the field together and playing them in, positions for them to succeed. So I think your offensive line will be fine just based on that information. Dak Prescott actually has weapons this year. He got CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup should be healthy. Man, this team gonna go crazy this year. That's why I think they'll win 14 games pretty easily. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can see this team winning 14 games pretty easily. Yeah, y'all continue to send prayers up for my boy, man. Continue to send prayers up for my boy, man. If Trey and Gilly get Pro Bowl nods, ain't no way they're gonna give Bland no love. Cowboys say, well, hey, you got to remember, we are the ones that really control the Pro Bowls. So I'm running a campaign this year because I think that I think most of our team are going to be deserving of a Pro Bowl. Y'all got to vote. Y'all got to go online. Y'all got to go put your votes in. Y'all got to fight for your right, for our Dallas Cowboys to make these Pro Bowl selections. Remember, Dak Prescott threw for 37 touchdowns and was top 3, 4 in completion percentage, passer rating, QBR, and all that in 2021. And we did not vote him to the Pro Bowl. So Cowboy fans, we have to be biased this year. All our players, we need to vote for them to get into the Pro Bowl. You need to be voting for Dak to get into the Pro Bowl. You need to be voting for CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks to get into the Pro Bowl. You need to be voting for Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore to run Bland to get into the Pro Bowl. We control that, and we can vote as many times as we want. We can all go vote for these guys 100 times if we want to. Right? We can all go vote for every one of our players 100 times if we want to on the Pro Bowl ballots. So definitely vote our players in. When it get closer to time, I'm going to remind y'all to vote our players in. And I'm going to incentivize us to vote our players in. Like I might give something out for the person with the most Pro Bowl votes. I might give something out, but y'all definitely got to vote our guys in, man. Like, yeah, there's no reason that we have this huge fan base. We got one of the biggest fan bases in the world, and we can't even vote our own players to the Pro Bowl. That sort of defeats the purpose of having such a large fan base if you cannot go to bat for our players. So yeah, we definitely gonna vote. We're gonna take the time to vote all these guys in this year. We're gonna take the time to vote all the guys in this year, man. Oh, and real quick, I got a narrative killer right here. So this is a list of the most interceptions thrown over the last 5 seasons. Yeah, but it's hard. It's hard to win. It's hard to win the fan vote and not make it into the Pro Bowl. Because remember, a third is enough. Yeah, it's super hard to win to not get into the Pro Bowl if you win the fan vote. You got to remember, some of the guys that hate on our team the most are our own fans. Like I argue with more Dallas Cowboy fans about Dak Prescott than I do Eagles fans. Like swear to you, like I have to have more arguments with people that's supposed to be from my own fan base than I do with fan bases of other teams about my quarterback. I have Philly fans that will tell you, yeah, Dak Prescott is a very good quarterback. I know people from other fan bases that will give Dak Prescott credit, but like I got guys on our own fan base that won't do it. But they're hung on Dak's 1 year this year. Oh yeah, we're gonna miss the Pro Bowl regardless because we're gonna be playing the Super Bowl. But if you get voted to the Pro Bowl and you don't go because you're playing in the Super Bowl, if you make it in, it still goes on your resume, right? Because there've been time that Dak's been alternates, but he chose not to go for injury and this, that, and the third. So that didn't actually go onto his resume of making a Pro Bowl selection. And same thing with our other players. So let's vote them in as Pro Bowl starters so they can get the clout, get the glory off of that. But these are the most interceptions over the last 5 years. Baker Mayfield has 64. The guy Josh Allen, who shit don't stink apparently, has 60, and Matt Ryan had 57. Dak Prescott is not on here. Dak Prescott is not on here because in his entire 7-year career, Dak Prescott only had 66 interceptions. In his entire career, Dak Prescott only had 66 interceptions. But in the last 5, Baker Mayfield has 64, Josh Allen has 60, Matt Ryan has 57. So never believe that Dak Prescott is a turn over prone quarterback. What you mean? Who? I didn't hear anything about somebody hurting their back. Said, can we take a moment to really let it sink in when we hear Diggs, Gilmore, Bland? Man, listen. Think about the fact that Jordan Lewis is your fourth corner, right? Because Jordan Lewis can start on a lot of teams. So we got superb cornerback depth, superb safety depth, superb pass rushing depth, right? Because listen, we're at the point where Isaiah Land, is questionable to make the team because we're loaded at pass rusher and edge. So yeah, but nah, Miss Regina Green, I ain't heard nothing about nobody hurting themselves. If you heard something, let me know something, because we definitely gonna have to talk about that before we get out of here. I'm gonna have to go find it and check it out because I ain't heard nothing about nobody getting injured. Careful, Henny, you're talking about. Listen, Josh Allen deserves way more scrutiny than he gets, but that's why we have to be open and discuss the things that are actually going on that are realistic. Because the media puts people. The media are kingmakers, right? They make kings. They can anoint and crown whoever they want, by pushing whatever narrative best suits them. Because remember, Justin Herbert blew a 27-0 lead in a playoff game, was on the losing end of one of the biggest comebacks in NFL history, and they brushed that stuff off like it never happened. Josh Allen just led the NFL in overall turnovers. They act like it never happened. So the media picks and chooses which players to scrutinize and which players to anoint. Justin Herbert and Josh Allen currently have anointing oil on their heads, right? They don't necessarily deserve it. Now, don't get me wrong. I would be lying to you if I said they were not good quarterbacks. They are good quarterbacks, but they mess up a lot. They have glaring holes in their games that people do not talk about. They have not had the kind of playoff success, to garner being top 3, top 4, top 5 quarterbacks. Joe Burrow, right, doesn't even get that kind of love. He doesn't even get that kind of love. He actually been to a Super Bowl and he actually been to an AFC Championship game. And you got guys trying to put Justin Herbert and Josh Allen over him, right? Aaron Rodgers, even though he's weird, he actually won a Super Bowl, been winning a ton of MVPs. And they're trying to put Josh Allen and Justin Herbert over him. So yeah, Josh Allen led the NFL in turnovers. He made Madden cover, right? Crazy work. Dak Prescott threw for 37 touchdowns in 2021, and people were talking about a 4-game stretch where he was just okay and not amazing, right? Narratives, man, narratives. Yeah, they're very good, but they're not great. I think that's the difference. They're very good quarterbacks, but they're not necessarily great. So yeah, man, it's time for the Q&A section of the liquor store. If you got questions about any new products, right? You got questions about merchandise. If you got questions about personnel, out-season news, rumors, this, that, and the third, we will talk about it. So let me know what's the deal, what's going on, man. What y'all want to talk about before we get out the liquor store, man. Jazzy Jeff, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in. They say it's worse for Dak because he missed 5 games. Nah. Choctaw, what's up with you, man? Because listen, it's not worse for Dak Prescott because let's look at the overall circumstances. He broke his thumb on his throwing hand, so at least he has a built-in injury excuse, right? Then 7 of his interceptions came off of non-turnover worthy plays, meaning the ball either hit the hand or was thrown accurately, but still ended up being intercepted. So Dak Prescott led the league in turnovers on non-turnover worthy plays and had a broken thumb while also throwing to a wide receiving core that was dead last in separation. So, I think Dak Prescott has so many different, outlier kind of circumstances that, can account for that. Because Dak Prescott, coming into the season, he only had like 50 career interceptions or something like that. Like 23% of Dak Prescott's career interceptions came this year. Like 23 of his career interceptions came here. Right, that's what they're gonna say though, right? They said they're gonna say it's all excuses for Dak. Like, dog, he broke his thumb, man. Like, do you know how hard it is to throw? Like, do you know how hard it is to throw a ball with a broken thumb, my G? Like, this man couldn't even write his name. His thumb was broke. He out there trying to throw football. Come on, man. Yeah, went 24-24. Against zone coverage. Against zone coverage against the Eagles. So yeah, Dak Prescott, man, like, he definitely does not get the love that he deserves. And what's even crazier, right? They will say, man, Dak Prescott's the black Kirk Cousins. Bro, they having conversations about if Kirk Cousins is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Like, I should have screenshotted that stuff, man. It's crazy. Hey, what's up with you, Dwayne Brown? I appreciate you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, my G. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. So yeah, man, they on here talking about. He said, "Wait till I drop these beats." Hey, man, let me know when you drop them, man. I'm definitely gonna get them. I'm definitely gonna get them a listen. Man, I'm glad we got to talking about that because I forgot they were trying to put Kirk Cousins in the Hall of Fame. All right, I think it's on MFL football. I'm gonna slide through here so I can find it. But here it go. I found it. I'm finna screen share this stuff. Yeah, I'm finna screen share this. No, I'm not gonna screen share it. I'm finna send it to myself, and we're gonna talk about this crazy shit. Bear with me, because we're gonna have to have this conversation before I get out of here. But I also want to put this into perspective because Kirk Cousins does have good numbers. Hold on. I almost got it. This thing keep clicking off. I agree. If Kirk Cousins is a Hall of Famer, Romo, well, listen, Phillip Rivers is going to make the Hall of Fame. Like, Phillip Rivers, like, has some of the best all-time passing numbers ever. Like, Phillip Rivers is almost a lock to make the Hall of Fame. Eli Manning, I don't think there's ever been a player that's won multiple Super Bowl MVPs that didn't make the Hall of Fame. So I think he's a lock as well. So this is the thing. I'm gonna close the chat just real quick so we can read this bull. And he said, "Hen, you can only pick one: resign, extend CD, Diggs, or resign, extend Dak. If you pick CD and Diggs, then Dak gone after this upcoming season." I will never make that decision. Even in hypothetically, I don't want to put that kind of bad mojo on the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, Romo will be a first ballot Hall of Famer if Kirk Cousins is the first ballot Hall of Famer. But they did have a conversation about if Tony Romo is a Hall of Fame quarterback. They did have that conversation before. But let me close the chat real quick, and then we'll take a look. I'm just gonna bring it up. Okay. Oh shit, never mind. It ain't gonna get no bigger regardless of what I do. So I'm just gonna read it to you. Is Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins a Hall of Famer already? They say he is criminally underrated. Joshua, hey, Johnny Herrera, what's up with you, man? They been tapping into the liquor store and showing love. So they say he's criminally underrated. He is a 4-time Pro Bowler. He's thrown for 37,140 passing yards. In 2015, he was the most improved player in the National Football League. He's thrown for 252 passing touchdowns in his career. He's had 8 straight seasons with at least 25 passing touchdowns. He's the 5th player in NFL history to ever do that. He has a career completion percentage of 66.8, which is one of the highest all time. He is the NFL completion percentage leader in 2015. He won the Bart Starr Award last year. He's tied for first in game-winning drives in a single season. He has the most fourth quarter comebacks in a single season. 3,249 completions. He has a career passer rating of 97.8, 10th in average passing yards per game in NFL history. Led the Vikings to the biggest comeback in NFL history. And he currently is 6th all-time in career completion percentage with at least 1,500 passing attempts, and is 8th all-time NFL history in regular season passer rating. So we know that he is a horrible playoff quarterback. We know he had not had any playoff success. But Kirk Cousins had literally put up Hall of Fame numbers if you just think about his placement in the world. Like he's just like Dak Prescott, he is top 10 in NFL history in completion percentage, passer rating, so on and so forth. The difference between Kirk Cousins, though, and Dak Prescott is Dak Prescott has a top 25 all-time career win percentage. Kirk Cousins is barely over 500. Now, Kirk Cousins does have 2 more Pro Bowl selections, but Dak Prescott has a Rookie of the Year selection to go along with his 2 Pro Bowl selections. So, don't get me wrong, Kirk Cousins is probably going to play for another 3-4 years. So, Kirk Cousins is probably going to finish with close to 50,000 career passing yards. He's going to finish with probably over 300 passing touchdowns. He might make another couple of Pro Bowls. So right now, Kirk Cousins is probably going to end his career with about 7 Pro Bowl selections, right? 6 or 7 Pro Bowl selections, about 300 passing touchdowns, with about 40,000. He probably end with about 50,000 passing yards. So he'll probably end with about 50,000 passing yards, about 6 or 7 Pro Bowl selections, and he'll probably still be top 10 all time in career passing yard and career completion percentage and career passer rating. So I don't know. It's a good question, because how much stock do y'all put into these numbers? Well, we do play in a passing league. Everybody that plays right now is going to reset all kinds of records. The rules are different. The protection for quarterbacks is different. They're playing longer. So everybody is going to reset. Yeah, he also got Man of the Year. So everybody and their mamas is probably going to reset these passing yards. But at the same time, though, you still have to acknowledge that they are resetting these passing yardage, because there's other quarterbacks that are going to play in this modern era that won't do the thing that these guys have done. So I don't know. It's tough, man. I can't say right now, but by the time he ends his career, right? He's 35 right now. Let's say if he plays until he's 39, 38. Let's say he plays another 3 or 4 years. He'll be one of the most prolific passers in NFL history. So he might get in. But at the same token, it's funny though, right? People call Dak Prescott the Black Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins is probably going to be one of the most prolific passers in NFL history. So is that really a knock on Dak Prescott? We already know that Dak Prescott's a better quarterback. We do. But if Dak Prescott is only the Black Kirk Cousins, if Kirk Cousins is going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, is that really a bad thing now? Right? They're trying to put Kirk Cousins to the Hall of Fame. Is it bad? Is it really bad to say that Dak Prescott is a Black Hall of Famer? Funny how these narratives work, right? I got to go back and watch the blowout Vikings game from last year. Thank you for giving me homework, Henny. Hey, I appreciate you. Yeah, he has one win over Dak Prescott in his entire career. So, yeah, this is a very interesting conversation to have. Is he going to make it? Yeah, Kirk is 6 years older than Dak Prescott. But, it's not necessarily a comparison. I appreciate you for the super DC4 Live. Said, what's up, Henny? Cowboy Nation. Let's freaking go. Cowboys number 6. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate it. He said, if anything, Kirk need to be called the white Dak Prescott. Yeah. Hey, the better player should come first. Yeah, I don't care if Kirk older. Yeah, call him the white Dak Prescott. You right. You is exactly right. And hey, DC4 Live, you're $5 away from getting another raffle entry. So salute to you, brother. Oh yeah, I forgot. Desmond Ironman, you're $8 away from another raffle entry. Oh, who else? Action Pal, you're $8 away from another raffle entry. I keep track of this just in case. Because they all tally up. Because even if you don't send $10 at one time, I do keep track of how much y'all seeing. So even if you send it in sections, I keep track of it. Oh, Brian Kite, you are $5 away from another raffle entry. So salute to y'all. But yeah. But hey, if Kirk Cousins is a Hall of Famer, then Dak Prescott will probably be a Hall of Famer, right? That's the way I feel about it. But yeah, man, I given y'all an hour of some premium Dallas Cowboy content. So I appreciate y'all for the love, the support. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna come back on tonight, but I probably will, drop like some standalone content. Probably snip some videos, put it into short form for y'all. So salute to you. Hey, salute to you, Dwayne Brown, for the $5 super. Salute to you. He said, here's the other half of DC4 Live. Okay, cool. It's just for me. Landlord is not doing a raffle right now. And don't worry about it. Mr. Brown just sent $5 for you. So I'm going to go ahead and tally it up for you. So DC4 Live Texas, you now have 2 entries for the Dallas Cowboy ticket raffle. So salute to you, brother. Hey, peace, Tyler. Peace, all of y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. And remember, I always tell y'all to drink and drive responsibly. But if you see an Eagles fan in the middle of the road, yeah, I'm finna go do that. I'm finna go watch the damn Denver Nuggets win this championship. I got love for Miami, but hey, it's over with. It's over with. At least they didn't get swept, right? So yeah, man, I'm definitely finna go catch the finals. Salute to y'all. Thank y'all for the love, the support. Make sure not to run over the Eagles fans, man. You can clip them. I prefer you just slap the shit out their mouth. Might be saving their life. But thank y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all. God bless.